Hi there. Hopefully you are having a beautiful day today or a wonderful evening. It is the evening here and we are phasing into Capricorn season. So I decided to do a 5-card spread just to see some of the transformative qualities that are awaiting us in Capricorn season and all the way into 2020. So let's take a look. I'm going to spread my cards out here, and you can do this along with me as well. Go ahead and spread your cards out and choose 5. Choose any 5 that you would like. Before you choose, I like to take a nice big deep breath just to center myself and sort of envision how we want the year to close. So okay, beautiful. So I have 5 cards here that I've chosen. So let's take a look at what we got. And I'm going to walk through all of the positions with you and give you my insight and my sort of summary on these as well. Okay, interesting. Good stuff. So I'm going to start off with the first card that I pulled, which is your present position. And this present position is the sun. Okay, so when we're talking about the sun, we're talking about joy, we're talking about abundance, we're talking about being mindful and thankful for everything that has entered into our lives, and that also means assistance from others. So who helped you through 2019? Who was really that person that you were able to rely on, or that shoulder that you could cry on? Or were you that reliable person? Were you that shoulder? Going back and taking a look at some of your support systems and how they functioned for you. Sometimes the sun card can also mean humanitarian work, if you've been doing some of that this last year. And the sun card can also indicate the celestial father. So your provider. If you yourself are a provider for others, what that means to you. A lot of the times the sun generates a lot of heat too and can be overwhelming or tiring. So it's really good to make sure that you're taking breaks in between these interpersonal relationships, which really give off and take away a lot of energy from one another. So the sun card is a really good place to be because it deals with connectivity and support and joy and abundance, but it can also be overwhelming, and it can also be, a bit of a, how would I say this? A bit of a process to realize who really has your back. So this is great. Thank you to everyone who's supported me through 2019, because that's what this sun card is truly about. So this is in your present aspect, which is the first position. And then the second position, we have this beautiful 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles is actually all about finishing a financial cycle to give birth to a new one. This could also be completion of anything material. It's really interesting too, if you turn this card on its side, it almost looks like it has a very sort of like open, almost vaginal shape. It almost looks like it's giving birth to this 9th pentacle here in the center. And that's financial and material wisdom. So knowing how to get to that next level financially as well. So Capricorn season, this is the thing to realize, or the thing to take in, the thing to bring into Capricorn season. And it makes a lot of sense because Capricorn is an earth sign, and the pentacles are an earth suit. So bringing in that higher wisdom when it comes to financial aspects, housing, structures in relation to both of those things, and getting to that next level by gaining some of that higher wisdom in relation to financial or business or work, or even giving birth to a new business, giving birth to a secondary business as well. All of this is circling through what you should acknowledge or strive for in Capricorn season, which is essentially getting to that next secure level and that level of material knowledge. Okay, so that's great that's in our second position. Now, really interested in our third position, so what we need to take action on. This is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is revisiting things from our past in order to gain mental stability or balance. So this could be going home for the holidays, because the swords indicate winter. They also indicate balancing the mind. So finding that group of people, finding that familial aspect that helps balance you during this point in time, during the winter, which is Capricorn season as well, in order to help facilitate new growth. As you can see, there's this flower in the center that's growing. Sometimes the Six of Swords can also indicate travel to really give you some sort of mental balance and space away from like the holidays, away from the everyday. So maybe even some space alone to really just balance yourself out. Sometimes the Six of Swords can also indicate the fact that you've been traveling into the past for a while and have maybe experienced some depression over 2019. And while you were experiencing this depression, you actually went back into your past and figured out what it was that was causing this anxiety, what it was that was draining you, and you're moving on from that point. So that's the point of action, to really balance the mind. That's one of the most important things that we need to take away, and one of the most important actions that we need to partake in during Capricorn season. So balancing the mind, mental health, making sure that we're growing, making sure that we are expanding our mental horizons as well. So having this in the center is a really good point of action, because we can do it without projecting. We can do it without output, physical output. What we need to do is essentially just structure the mind in a very balanced way, and sometimes being around those who make us feel balanced is a really great way to do so. So now we're coming into the transformative aspect. Okay, and this is really, really important to take in. You have this Three of Cups here. This Three of Cups, threes in the tarot are all about growth. And when we get a Three of Cups and it is reversed like this, where are we not growing emotionally? So looking at some of the cycles that have been preventing us from growing emotionally, this could mean not necessarily being around people who emotionally support us. This could also be relationships that are draining. This could also be a cycle that you keep repeating that is preventing you from growing. So this could also be healing in order to emotionally grow from that healing period. Learning about what suits you emotionally and what does not. So having this in your transformation period is something that you need to take into consideration, because tapping into what is going to allow you to grow and heal emotionally is really going to help you with a lot of these decisions that are coming into 2020. So this is the transformative aspect right here. Okay. All right. So the outcome of all of this transformative spread is this Page of Swords. Okay, and the page is a student. So in 2020, there's going to be a whole lot of learning. Okay, and Capricorn season is just the tip of the iceberg. And because you're going to be learning, it's almost telling you here that not to make any sudden moves or sudden decisions or do anything impulsive or start any arguments for argument's sake. This Page of Swords also indicates the fact, I don't know if you can see this, but there's 4 little notches here and 4 little notches there, and their feet are in 2 different positions. They're sort of pointing in either way, and that means you have 1 foot in the past and 1 foot in the future, which means you are unsure about your present position. So if you are unsure about your present position and you feel like you're being called to make a choice, and you're not necessarily sure about what choice to make quite yet, don't worry about it. Remain receptive until the end of winter, which is March 22nd, and you will see the answer that you're looking for. This just means that we need a little bit more information, we need a little bit more knowledge, and we need to be patient and just sort of wait, assuming that student role. So Capricorn season is going to be about interconnectivity in between you and others, finding that that place of mental balance and security through others, or taking a trip away and traveling away from the normal group to obtain this mental balance. Lots of financial growth, giving birth to new financial systems, an elevated sense of material life. This could also indicate a new living space. This could also indicate a new job or a new business. So it's beautiful that that's in something to realize. So we do have that potential. And then the one thing just to remember, which is the most important thing, is the 3 of Cups reversed. Make sure that you're looking at what's draining you emotionally, negative people, people that are asking too much of you, people who aren't respecting your boundaries. This 3 of Cups can also be, you know, people that aren't in support of your growth, or your personal sense of joy, or your personal fulfillment. This is also about communicating what you need on that emotional level, listening to your intuition, because it's really going to show you how to grow this Capricorn season and all the way into 2020. So thank you for tuning in for this Capricorn season recap. So it's a 5-card spread. It's the transformation spread. I will take a photo of it, and it'll probably be my header or my main screen on this video, so you can just relate back to that. Again, the Sun is position 1, the 9 of Pentacles is position 2, position 3 is the 6 of Swords, position 4 is, which is the transformation position, is this 3 of Cups reversed. And then last but not least is that outcome, just something to take away from Capricorn season in general, and that's that Page of Swords too. So the only card that was reversed was that 3 of Cups, if you choose to read reversals. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you an abundant and healing Capricorn season all the way into 2020. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.